I'm Ramsey the loud one.
I'm Jesse the short one.
Put us both into one, we are.
Lots of noise, always too fast, lots of laughs. Here's our podcast, the loud and short of it. Hi, and welcome to the loud and short of it.
I'm Ramsey the loud one.
And I'm Jesse the short one.
This week we have another blazing fucking monthly movie review for you.
With all those brand new movies coming out, we
Yep.
just can't watch all of them.
We did the humane thing and kicked a poll out of assorted comedy actors, and you guys both decided that Seth Rogen and Will Ferrell were equally as valuable.
Yes. A perfect tie at 34 votes each.
Yeah, my God. You wanna?
Or total, however it worked out. But yeah, we're just going to dive right into it. I think we're going to start with Will Ferrell.
Yep.
And we did Blades of Glory. We hope
Yeah.
you watched it. I'm sure that you found a completely legal way to view it at home. Let's get into it. Ready for my boring math stuff?
Yes, I won't look.
Okay. Critics, 70%, which is much higher than I was expecting for that kind of comedy.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
And then we got 68 from the audience.
Yeah,
So,
that's very fair on
right
both
there.
ends.
And then I'm going to give it a 78.
Really?
Yeah. Because I'm just dumb, and I love the movie.
I thought you were gonna give it. I thought you were gonna give them both like a fucking D or whatever.
No.
I'm giving this one a 60.
A D?
Yeah,
You thought I'd give it what you gave it?
I thought you had a good
Never.
opinion.
Gross. Okay, well, we'll get into why we had those later.
Yeah.
First, it made $145 million worldwide, $33 million open weekending, which was a long time ago, so none of those numbers matter at all. And its budget was only $61 million, so
I feel like
made
that's
a lot of money.
par for the course for the Will Ferrell movies. I feel like this was on the butt end of everything, wasn't it? This came out after Step Brothers. I remember because these movies were huge, and everything Will Ferrell or John Heder was in was huge,
Yeah.
and then like after Step Brothers, it was always like, oh, Will Ferrell's in a movie, and everyone was like, okay, Dad.
Yeah. And then he plays a dad in a couple of them.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get right into it. Why are you giving it such a terrible review? Why do you hate comedy?
The front half of this movie is fucking so funny.
When they hate each other?
Yes, just hilarious. And then like they become friends, and I feel like it's boring. If this movie was 45 minutes, I would have liked it way more.
See, now I know Ramsey's lying about this because during the second to last scene when they decide to become friends and stop being mean to each other, Ramsey just looked over and went, "Why is this making me emotional?"
No, when they go out on the ice, Will Ferrell just does the same voice the entire movie, and John Heder being a pussy, and he's like, "Hey, all right, we can do this." He's like coaching him, and I was like, "Yeah, we fucking can, Will. I'll let you skate your ass off." Shit got that. It hit my coaching itch, dude.
I also just feel like this movie did make ice skating cool.
Yeah, I think that it was funny because the way this movie's put together is like essentially every MMA movie is the exact same way.
With the little intro videos and everything.
They have the funny ass intro videos. They skate in a meat warehouse.
Did you watch? Have you ever watched figure skating in your life?
Yeah, on the Olympics at 4 a.m.
Yeah, my grandma loved it, so I just had to watch it growing up. Whenever there was the weird competitions that weren't at the Olympics going
really?
on, she just she knew the names of the people and whatnot.
Oh Jesus!
And if they skated like they did in this movie, I would watch it. I would have loved it.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
The flames.
Yes.
I love the Olympics because my dad would fucking be up at 4 a.m. and I had a terrible sleep schedule when I was 12, so I'd come downstairs, me and him, and watch the Olympics. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go to school now.
Yeah. No, this movie, I liked it.
Yeah.
It was as good as I remembered it.
I think one of the things about this movie is let me tell you one thing that I thought the funniest scene in the movie to me was the nut scene. It was just complete physical comedy where he's they're doing stretches, and then fucking John Heder's foot slips and it crushes Will Ferrell's balls, and then 10 minutes later it shows the same thing and Will Ferrell does it
on
back.
purpose.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. But it's just shit like that I feel like we don't really see in movies anymore. It's almost like Adam Sandler humor, which still has its place of the physical comedy, but These movies don't come out anymore.
This one is also like, even when it's not trying, well, it is always trying to be funny, but just the scenes of them roller skating at any point are just innately fucking hilarious. Like when he has to lift him up but grabbing his nuts. It's fucking great. Just zooms in on Will Ferrell's face. He's just pissed off.
Yeah. Dude, that kind of leads into the next thing, dude. The fucking ice skating in this movie?
It's impressive.
Dude, some of it, like, maybe we're just fucking idiots and we're completely wrong, but me and Jesse were just like, dude, they're kind of good. Like, they're doing shit that, like, no normal person can do. And if it's all CGI, then fuck me.
That's
but it
impressive
looks good.
CGI. Yeah.
It's either amazing CGI or amazing choreography.
Yeah.
You gotta respect it.
And I want to know if both of them knew how to skate, like, before the movie started, or if they had to learn for this movie. It had been that both those actors knew at least, like,
You
a
think
little
so?
bit. They were too good for them to have learned, like, quickly just to get that in.
Have you ever been like skating?
I've been ice skating one time in my life. I said I'm going to hate this. I have a smashed ankle, and I was like, this just seems like not a thing I should be doing. And I went out and was on the ice for like 2 minutes, and I was like, yeah, this is a thing I should not be doing. And then for the next 30 minutes just being like, don't shatter, don't shatter, don't shatter.
Dude, when I was a kid, I had fucking rollerblades, and I was just so fast, and they were so cool. I got the extreme ones where they're like, these are for boys, and my dad was like, okay. And then I remember the first time I ever went ice skating, I did amazing.
Oh, wow.
It was like a fucking natural talent to me. And then they were like, okay, you need to stop now. And I was like, uh-oh, and I fucking rolled, smashed into the side of the fucking, like it was the Houston ice rink.
Jesus.
It was
with
awesome.
blades on your feet.
Dude, I was badass. It was
I also
so
like
cool.
that this movie addresses the fact that those are blades. I feel like in ice skating, they never address that. They're just like, oh, look how pretty it is. And you're like, they have knives on their feet.
There's one point, fucking Craig T. Nelson he's their coach, and he's standing there smoking his cigar, sharpening the blades. The most pivotal move of the movie is them throwing with the other one in the air and then doing a double kick a quarter inch from the dude's throat.
Cuts his beard for him.
Yeah, he cuts a little piece of hair off.
But earlier you said what was the funniest scene, and I need you to know that you're blatantly wrong.
What's the funniest scene?
The funniest scene in this movie is the last 15 seconds of the movie, in which, with barely any lead-up or explanation at all, other than some fire out of Will Ferrell's hands halfway through the movie, he ignites both of their skates, and they fly off, and then the top of the Olympic Stadium opens up, and they fly into the clouds and disappear forever.
See, now, like, that's funny just hearing it now, but it's way funnier when Jesse just goes, oh, man, I just remember how this movie ends. It's hilarious. And I was like, weird thing to say, 4 minutes, 4 minutes, and then it happens, and I was like, holy fuck. I thought it was going to be some, like, Manchurian Candidate shit, but no, it's just rocket skates.
I saw that shit in theaters when it came out, and just remember bursting out laughing at that moment, just being like, what the fuck?
I couldn't remember that at all. Like, not even a little bit.
Which leads me to my next statement, that I'll die on this hill. I will die on this hill. If every movie ended like that, every movie would be better. The end of The Godfather, everyone alive.
You broke my heart, Fredo. Fucking off into space.
The Lighthouse. Colors turn on. Fly off.
Have you even seen The Lighthouse?
No.
Wow, that was awesome. Keep going. The Shining fucking... He's standing there with the axe pissed off.
It would be amazing. I can't think of any movie that wouldn't be better if the surviving main characters didn't fly off at the end together.
Dude, I can't either. That's also like part of this movie. It's part of the biggest thing of this movie is like, it seems like at first one of those like slightly grounded in reality movies, and then things just like get weirder and weirder, but you just don't fucking care.
By the end of it, they're just attempting murder on Will Ferrell for like 20 minutes, and you're like, yeah, I'm okay with this.
Yeah, he like shoots a crossbow at a fucking at a mascot and kills him. They get arrested by Mounties, and I was like, yeah, whatever, man. Good Will Ferrell movie. Do you want to hear some interesting facts about this movie?
Yeah. I would love to hear some interesting facts.
So, the movie, this movie was directed by... Sorry, I'm bad at reading off. It was directed by the same duo responsible for the Geico commercials. The Caveman commercials.
Oh, the Caveman ones?
I know. Oh. To be fair, the Gecko ones aren't funny.
There's a specific Gecko one where he glued all of their furniture to the ceiling, and I remember watching it as a kid and busting my gut.
I just remember the Gecko being like, I'm a cool gecko, and me being like, you're a gecko. I don't fucking care. You sell insurance. You're designed so I'll make my dad get Geico insurance.
Exactly.
The next one is this is my favorite one. Will Ferrell's dialogue in this movie, apparently like 89% of it was either drastically changed by him or improvised on the spot.
I could see that. This feels like Will Ferrell got the chance to do whatever he wanted to do and got to run with it.
I like to think the part with the horse shampoo. I like to think he just brought that on set. He was just like, I'm telling you, dude, his fucking voice throughout this entire movie for some reason just makes me fucking die laughing.
It's super fucking, and just his whole look.
Yeah,
like the fact that he's doing all of this while being overweight, and they at one point address it, and they're like, "You need to go on a diet," and then he starts stealing food while on a treadmill.
He starts a fight with Jimmy, and then Jimmy throws a biscuit at him, and he's like, "Throw me some chicken." My favorite part is in the beginning, wherever he's doing his ice skating routine, and John Heater does his, and it's like all graceful and whatever the fuck, and then Will Ferrell does his, and for the first 6 minutes, he's not even skating. He's just like,
on the ice.
Yeah, he's just fucking like just thrusting his way through the ice, like shooting flames, and the very last 10 seconds he does a flip or something. I was like, dude, this is the best.
I would rather watch that.
Yeah, no kidding. If the Olympics were like there's fire involved now, I'd be down.
Who else is in this movie? Those are the two main.
Craig D. Nelson, Will Arnett, Amy Poehler and Will Arnett.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Amy Poehler is super funny in this movie. I had no idea she was in it until I'd forgotten that she was in it. She is probably one of the funniest characters.
They play the fucking Lannister twins. Their little sister died in her little sister's alive, and their parents died in a car wreck. Every time the little sister does anything wrong, she's like, "I still hear you, Dad."
I like that they didn't get a redemption arc either. They're just monsters. Through.
Their last scene is them making out with each other.
In handcuffs.
Yeah.
I think that's everything I got for this movie.
Yeah, good movie. Watch it. I'm sure you've seen it, but who cares? Watch it twice.
Again. This one, it's impressive that it held up. I was scared to watch this because I was like, oh no, this is gonna be one of those things I liked as a kid, and now it's gonna be garbage. And it was very funny.
I knew Pineapple Express was gonna hit the same because I watch it like fucking once a year. But Blades of Glory, I was like, I literally the last time I watched that when I was like 15 on a plane ride.
Oh wow,
that's it.
Yeah, I think I've watched it. I think that was at least like my 5th time watching it. I watched it a lot as a kid.
Well, I watched it 5 times on the plane.
Nice. Long plane ride. Short movie. Okay, let's get into the next movie. Oh, wait. Lightning round. I'm going to list Will Ferrell movies quickly, and you're going to give me your takes on them.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Elf.
Best Will Ferrell movie.
Crazy opinion.
Okay.
It's a good Christmas movie. The Other Guys.
Best Will Ferrell movie.
Oh, nice. Haven't seen it, so I agree with you.
No.
Anchorman.
Not that good. It's okay, maybe.
I think it's good, but it's overhyped.
Yeah.
Talladega Nights.
Can't remember. Haven't seen it in fucking forever.
I think Talladega Nights and Blades of Glory are remarkably similar.
Talladega Nights.
Jesus. No, not again. I'm not saying it again.
Okay,
we're done.
Nice.
And Step Brothers.
I don't fucking know if that movie's good or not because now I feel like I watched it so many times. Now when I watch it, I'm like, fuck off. Want nothing to do with it.
That was my strong opinion, my hot take. I've never thought Step Brothers was that funny.
I like the part at the end where they beat the shit out of the kid bullies.
Oh.
It was very good.
I like when they dig each other's graves and when he puts his nuts on his drum set. Those are the two funny scenes, and outside of that, it's just a lot of stuff happens. Yeah. I just don't care.
Hot take.
Just like Blades of Glory, it's funnier when they hate each other, and then they become friends, and it becomes less funny.
Yeah, I agree. I do like the part where he says, I have a katana signed by Randy Jackson. My mom thought that was the funniest shit ever for some reason.
Which makes it funny for you. Daddy's Home.
What the fuck one is that? Is that
I don't
when
know.
he's
Will
with
Ferrell rides a skateboard in it?
Where he's with? Where Daddy comes home.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg's in it.
That's one of those very not forgettable movies. You always remember it. Yeah. Well, you see it once and you're like, I know every beat of that movie.
I think my parents actually liked that movie.
Really?
That was one of the ones. I remember it's funny whenever you realize your parents have shit taste in movies because they were like, oh, we watched Daddy's Home. It was awesome. And I was like, yeah, okay, Mom. And they're like, yeah, no, Taken 3 was fucking dope. And I was like, Mom, shut the fuck up.
Yikes. And then The Campaign. Didn't see it.
Oh, is that Galifianakis? There's
Yeah.
one scene in that movie. It's funny when the kid talks about like eating dog shit or something. I don't know. The dog shit's very funny.
Looking up Will Ferrell movies taught me that Will Ferrell's in like less movies than you'd think. Like he's still in like I think 100 movies, but like he just is in less than you'd think. When you get on IMDb, you're like, this should be more impressive.
Yeah, you gotta think like he's in more like 3 of the fucking biggest movies, and they're spread out. Like Elf, Step Brothers, and the other guys. The other guys is like Step Brothers for kids 3 years younger than us. Wild
That's
times.
fair.
Wild
That's
times.
fair.
Also the funnier one.
Still just Will Ferrell, you're not that impressive, you know?
But when you're with Mark Wahlberg, you're great.
Why
sometimes.
don't you just be in something better? Like, really? You're washed up, man.
Will, please don't watch this podcast. All right. It's enough from
That's
Mr.
enough of
fucking
Will.
Ferrell.
Yeah, we're getting to the Mr. Rogen. Brother Rogen. Young Rogen. Rogaine.
Please keep fucking going.
We're going to get into Pineapple Express.
Best movie.
Got to be the most well-known Seth Rogen movie.
Yeah.
Got to be the most well-known movie ever made. Nobody knows a movie more than Pineapple Express.
Before you get in all the fucking boring nerd shit,
Yeah.
even our own boring ass takes, I want to say something.
Okay.
This is my favorite movie we've reviewed so far, including every movie ever. The spark of fucking joy I felt watching this film.
We've reviewed some Star Wars films.
We reviewed fucking episode 9. That movie can suck my dick. If Pineapple Express existed as episode 9, best trilogy of all time.
Just Luke Skywalker getting high as fuck and chased by the Empire.
That's Chewbacca.
That's another episode we recast all of the Star Wars films.
Yeah,
Okay, critics, 68.
No, stupid.
Very similar.
Awful.
Audience, 73. Which I thought it would have
Stupid.
been higher. I don't know. Because the target audience for this will like anything you put in front of them.
That's fair.
And then I'm going to give it 73. Exactly the same as the audience.
Really?
I feel like they just nailed it.
I got a fucking brand new one here.
Okay.
101%.
101%?
Maybe 102%, but I'll be conservative. 101%.
Wow, that's going to be a hard one to beat in the future.
Best fucking movie ever made.
I can't wait for the new movie to come out that you actually like, and I'm just going to be like, but just know Pineapple Express is better.
I will gleefully accept that. Gleefully.
I love it. It made $102.4 million worldwide, $23.2 million opening weekend, and its budget was $26 million. So, made money. It's good. It also opened the same exact weekend as The Dark Knight.
Oh my God! What an impressive fucking feat.
Yeah. You remember back when movies came out and there were like 2 you really wanted to see, and you were like, oh, which one will I see first? Those were good days.
I'll never forget my fucking dad taking me to see Dark Knight, and then me looking at Pineapple Express and being like, I'd rather watch this right now.
Just not with your dad.
Yeah. Oh, man. So I got some, let's do the fun facts in the front end.
Okay, yeah. Knock those fun facts out.
Speaking of a massive fucking illustrious budget in a movie, there's not that much that happens. Wait, that's
There's
wrong.
a police chase. There's some explosions.
Now,
a lot of guns.
So the real important stuff. Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg rolled 100 joints for this film.
Really?
And the biggest question I ask is, did they mean props or to write this fucking movie? How, throughout the production, like how were they just getting fucking high?
Do you think they used props?
For what do you mean?
You don't think they
Smoke
used the real jazz cigarettes on set?
I think they alternated takes. They were just like, okay, first take, we're getting high.
That's true. I didn't think about that. They were just for every single one.
Fucking that'd be like the fucking cross joint scene. Just be like, this is a cross joint.
Might have made the movie better. Might have given that 102 you were too stingy to give it away for.
That's true. If you were barely fucking conscious, I would have liked the movie better.
Got any more facts?
Yeah, so my favorite part of the movie, the Daewoo Lano scene.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Ramsey also just to preface this scene, we were watching it and me being somewhat car guy me was watching it and just going, what the fuck is that? I was like, it looks like a smaller Toyota Yaris, which wasn't even out when this was filmed. I was like, what is it? And I go, Ramsey, what car is that? And he just screams before the scene even
That's a Daewoo Lanos, motherfucker. That was almost a Ford Fiesta. There's a part where Danny McBride's character drives into the fucking barn building after there's a giant shootout, kills fucking...
rips his head off.
Yeah, and then he gets out of the car with a shotgun and just goes, "You gotta kill my Daewoo Lanos, motherfucker," and then shoots his corpse.
He really likes that scene.
Shoots this corpse in the foot.
Off. Yes. God damn, he likes that scene.
Oh, fuck, dude. My whenever GTA 5 came out in like 2013 or whatever, every time we ran over anyone, we just yell that shit.
That's fucking glorious.
Fuck.
It's much funnier with the Daewoo Lanos than it is with the
You just
Ford
got killed by a
Fiesta.
Ford Fiesta, motherfucker. That sounds like a TV edit. Oh, man. Oh,
Yeah, one more.
This
We
is-
got to move on.
Yeah, this is my favorite one because this is something that we might have done if we were in charge of this movie. Danny McBride is taped to a chair at one point and
Yeah.
just covered in duct tape. They left him in that chair all fucking day. And they wouldn't let him out because it was, and I quote, "It took too long to put him back." Danny McBride was covered in duct tape in California in the middle of summer.
Oh, my God. That scene's also hilarious because if you look at him in the scene, there's duct tape on him for no reason. Two of his fingers are duct taped together on one of the chairs.
They duct tape his hand, like literally the top of his hand to his forehead. Oh,
It's
man.
fucking beautiful.
Yeah, just the best fucking movie ever made.
Okay, then I'm gonna get into my takes now that you have no takes other than it's the best movie ever
You
made.
should see the list.
I'm willing to say it's the best stoner movie ever made,
I agree.
other than maybe Harold and Kumar.
Yeah, but see, like, I feel like these aren't even like really fucking stoner movies. Like, there are certain stoner movies where just like nothing fucking happens and people are just getting high. But this is like, this is like a fucking action comedy
Yeah.
where they're just high all the time.
That's what makes this one the best one. It's not just for like people that are baked out of their fucking minds.
Yeah.
It's legitimately funny as its own as a movie.
Yeah.
But then it's also definitely funnier for people that are baked out of their fucking minds.
I remember watching this. I recently watched this with my little brother like a year ago, and just like seeing how fucking funny he thought it was, I was like, oh man, nothing brought me more joy. I was like, I'm not washed up. This is a good movie.
Yeah, this one is also not dated at all.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's just like weed's funny. Like they have cell phones, but like they would be used the same way as iPhones would be used.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about my second favorite part of the movie aside from the Daewoo Lanos scene, which I just fucking lost it at. The fight they have. Do you remember that the fight they have in the drug?
Yeah. The one that felt like a legitimate fight. Like it was very well done.
The best part is it starts off and Seth Rogen's like, "You're gonna call the drug dealer," and then Brian's like, "No, I'm not," and then he grabs an ashtray and throws it at James Franco's head, and it's just violent as fuck from there.
And not like normal like action movie violent where you're like, oh yeah, one guy's beating up the other guy.
Yeah.
It's like it's just brutal and raw. They hit each other with a door and
It looked like three like out of shape stoners how they would fight if they were trying to kill each other.
it was bad. But like they all have never killed before.
Yeah, I know.
Like, very much not wanting to murder anybody, but just trying to stop them.
At one point, fucking Danny McBride gets a like vacuum cleaner, the one of the handheld ones, starts beating the shit out of James Franco with it and going, "What we do in this life echoes in eternity." Just like gladiator lines and shit. Just my favorite fucking scene. Second
Yeah.
favorite scene.
I think throughout it's impressive this movie how well paced those funny scenes are. There's
Yeah.
a lot of comedies, especially action comedies, where it's like, oh, funny, then action.
Yeah.
And then it ends on funny. This one is just like every 10 minutes you will laugh out loud. There's something fucking hilarious going on.
And I love that because it is just like they go to the woods and they go to drug dealers and there's a fucking massive Call of Duty shootout. They just start killing people and you don't fucking care.
They just keep finding more guns on the wall.
Oh man. That's I don't know if I have any more special takes. I think that real quick, I think Danny McBride is the most underrated comedy actor of all time. He fucking kills me in everything he's in.
Yeah, he just got such an iconic look, though. You can't, like, pop him in anywhere.
The thing is, I don't know if he can I think he's the best supporting actor in a comedy movie. I don't know if he can make he's done a couple of solo things on his own, and they're like, it's okay. I think they're fucking hilarious, but I'm in the minority here.
I also would like a 2-hour-long movie of just the opening scene of this movie.
Electric Avenue shit.
Yeah, where he's in the black and white strapped to the chair and they're doing like the MK Ultra but for weed.
Yeah.
And he's just telling like a uniformed general to go fuck himself while smoking a joint. That shit is so fucking funny.
In the middle of it, he just interrupts the dude. He's like, "How does item 9 make you feel?" And he just goes, "I'm serious. Your dick, my mouth." Don't gift that. That's what I got for Pineapple Express.
That's everything I got as well. I'm completely ready to end this episode. Just kidding. Lightning round.
You bugged me the fuck out.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, fuck it.
These are Seth Rogen movies, and I want Ramsey's take as quick as possible. Pineapple Express 2.
Second best movie of all time.
I think it's the best movie of all time. And if you don't know, there is Pineapple Express 2. It is inside of the movie This Is the End.
Yep.
It is filmed on a camcorder by James Franco and Seth Rogen. Played by themselves.
Woody Harrelson is the president in that movie, and he's played by Danny McBride.
It's fucking amazing. It's Hot Wheels. There's another sweet fucking police chase.
Yeah.
Just an amazing movie. Okay. From that, This Is the End.
Great movie.
Great.
Fucking loved it.
Just from start to finish, never tries to ground itself, and that's what makes a good comedy.
Nope, gets wilder and wilder, and then same thing with Pineapple Express. By the time you get to the end, you're like, I don't fucking care what happens. And then they get to heaven, and you're like, yeah, cool.
Superbad.
Great movie.
This is the best. Wow. This is the best Seth Rogen
movie.
This is the best Seth Rogen movie ever.
I don't think that Mike Tyson.
Well, you're dumb and an idiot.
I think you're wrong, Mike Tyson.
I remember seeing Superbad in theaters as a young child, way before I should have been seeing Superbad in theaters.
Did you sneak in?
It was a life. No,
I think I sneaked into
my
Superbad.
friend's mom took us to go see Superbad, and then came back and like apologized to my mom. She was like, "I didn't think it was gonna be that bad," and my mom, being her, was just like, "Trust me, he's already fucked up." No way it made him worse. But that one lives on in infamy. That will never not be the funniest fucking movie ever.
Well, to me, that's not like a Seth Rogen movie. That's just like, to me, when you say Seth Rogen movie, it's like, okay, Seth Rogen movie, he's in. But this was written by him, and it's in the same style.
Yeah.
If you were like best Jonah Hill movie, I'd be like, oh, Superbad.
Yeah. Well, they do look identical, so.
Apparently.
Let's get into the interview.
Love it.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not like amazing, but I remember when I watched that movie, I was like, yeah, that's what I wanted.
Best marketing campaign ever.
Oh yeah, no
they
fucking
just tried
kidding.
to start a couple World Wars, and they were like, now you have to see the movie.
They were like, we're gonna fight against fascism.
And Sausage Party. It's another one he's not in, but he wrote.
No, he's in. He's the voice of the main wiener.
Well, the voice. He's
Fucking
not in it,
goon.
though. That wiener that you saw,
That was
that's
him.
not Seth Rogen. He would have had to lose so much weight.
That's not Seth Rogen?
No.
Oh, fuck me. Sausage Party sucks, and here's why.
Oh, no.
I was excited for Sausage Party, and I went to go see it by myself, which I rarely do for movies. And I went into that movie, and I realized I was an adult. I hated that movie.
Really?
Front to back. The funniest part of that movie to me was the concept of, like, the foods being mutilated.
Yeah.
It was just, like, so fucking funny. And that happens, and I was like, oh, the rest of this movie sucks. I don't care about fucking whiskey smoking weed.
Question for that. How many drinks did you get at the Alamo while watching it?
0.
That's not what the movie's for.
I was
idiot.
18. I was 18 and watching a Cinemark.
Yikes. Okay, well, that's it for Seth Rogen. Also, unimpressive IMDb. Would have thought he'd been in more stuff. Yeah,
the best. I have
this idea in my head.
I have from all the movies now I jokingly say that about Pineapple Express, but I think from all the movies that we've watched while we were at home, these are probably the most fun I've had watching.
Without a doubt.
Like, even the Jim Carrey ones, like the Jim Carrey ones kind of sucked because I was like, Cable Guy was just a great movie, and then The Mask we found out was fucking horrible.
Yeah, that was a disappointing moment. This one,
Solid.
they both held up.
Yeah.
They felt as good as when I watched them as a child.
Yeah.
But that's the end of it. Catch us next week for a From the Ground Up.
Can't wait. Thank you so much for listening.